Hey ladies, so after posting my video about replacing elastics, some people are still having some problems, and that's fine. I've been sewing and stuff for a long time, you know, since I was like 6, sitting at a sewing machine screaming at my mom, telling her I didn't want to do it. So, you know, I've been making my own patterns and doing this for a long time, so if I skip steps or something doesn't seem clear, feel free to ask, because I may have just assumed something, and it's easy to do once you do it for a while. So here, I think some of the questions I'm having is because the one I did before was a Omni, and the only reason I did Omni before is because that one of mine needed elastic. This is an Echo. This is a really old Echo. The elastic, or the hook and loop is falling off. I mean, this thing is over 3 years old. So what was I going to do? Oh, here, so we're going to take off this elastic, so we'll take these stitches out here really quick. My son is destroying his cars. You can be entertained by my children for 2 minutes while I do this here. Almost got it. Okay, so there I have my elastic just in that little part there taken out. Now what you're going to do is take this, and you can pull this out through this little hole in the front. You can flip the whole diaper. I know some of my diapers this hole is really small, but that's how they flip the diapers when they make them, so you should be able to flip them back that way. If you can't, you can always make this opening just a little bit bigger and then sew it back up at the end. What are you looking for, buddy? So I'm just going to flip this. What? You farted? Oh, okay. Do you need to go potty? No. Okay.
It's Mommy's turn.
It's Mommy's turn to go potty?
No. Ow! Oh no!
Where's James? So here, you can just flip it this way.
Okay. So gross.
So that all just will fit right back through that little opening. Believe it or not, it will fit. So there. Inside out. And then, since I took out one of those, let's figure out which one it was. So it's this one. So you can see here this elastic is still tacked into place. My Omnis weren't like this, but this elastic is still tacked into place, which you can see once you take that out and then flip it. You can just get in here and pull these stitches out, and then that'll free your elastic. Stab myself. This elastic doesn't even need to be replaced, which is pretty, well, it's pretty good, but because this diaper is so old. I just found my worst shaped diaper here so I could show you something.
Mommy, Mommy.
Another thing too, so this gets too frustrating, what you could do is just cut it off. You could cut this elastic off right after where it was sewn on in this diaper, and then just feed your new one through. You might have a little bump there from the old one, but you wouldn't even notice it. So there, that elastic was kind of stitched in right there, so I just undid that, and then you can pull that out, and then that's all the way out. Some people too are asking about replacing this elastic on the back, which would be interesting with this snap here, which I didn't think about before. But I guess what I would do, I'd just pull this seam through seam ripper, and then I probably would just, you can kind of feed this through under here. Put your elastic down, pin it in the middle, and then sew from the middle out. And you'll want to stretch that elastic as you lay it down. So like if this was your elastic, you'll stretch it and then sew it. So when you release it, it'll pull together and be gathered. I can do a little tutorial on that too, but I would just start at the middle, sew one way, start at the middle, sew the other way, and then you don't have to worry about that snap. You can just kind of work around it. Oh, and then replacing, I'll show this on like the full snap tutorial, but there's a question, Stephanie had a question about how you do this. So here's your hook and loop. You can, I hope you can see that. On the seam you can see where the hook and loop is on the front of the diaper. And now they talk about reinforcing this if you put snaps in. And that's because you don't want the snaps to pull through or to pull this PUL off and rip it, which would cause leaks. So what you can do is just go to Joann, or you can order some, you can get some PUL and just take a piece and cut it. And it doesn't matter what color it is, you're not going to see it. Unless it's a white diaper, you might, you might see a little bit through there, but depends on how much you care. So what you do is just lay this down. I would go PUL layer just for no real reason. You could probably do it this way too, but just lay it this way on top of here, and then take and put your snap through these two layers and not through your fleece layer. Then you won't have the back of the snaps against baby's skin. And then to put the snaps on, you should, the one that I did, you can do this. I just use the Cam Snaps pliers. Just take this and you can feed it right through that hole. You put this bottom part right through the opening in the front of the diaper. And then you can reach, and go all the way across. If this is sliding on you and it's frustrating you, you can get like fabric tack, like that fabric glue, and just kind of tack the edges or the corners so it stops wiggling on you if like it's really frustrating. That's a good idea. You can do that and it'll just wash out. It shouldn't be a big deal. I just use like a quarter of a pea size just so it sticks. And then always, this is one thing I suggest, I don't know if this always comes with the Cam Snaps pliers, but it's the little punch from Cam Snaps. It's really sharp, so you just stab this through your fabric, and then it's a lot easier to feed your snap back through there and to put it on. So it just makes a little hole. So just a couple tips, a little clarification. If you have any questions, just post. I am happy to answer anything.